I know as a former educator and as a spouse of an educator currently, there's a lot of inclement weather nonsense that education employees deal with. So that's a worthy issue to tackle.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
229 area code. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Tim calling back from Asheville, North Carolina. Called a couple weeks ago and kind of just dropped the news about Meet and Confer with Asheville City Association of Educators and Asheville City Schools. So I'm calling back, wanted to give an update.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, real quick, also, big thumbs up to Braxton Winston. Super excited to see where where North Carolina AFL-CIO goes under his leadership. Just want to plug that. So since I last called in, there have been 2 meetings, one with Asheville City Schools and one out in Durham with Durham Public Schools and Durham Association of Educators. So things are moving quickly. Here in Asheville, the union, Asheville City Association of Educators, brought 3 policies to the table that included a better inclement weather policy, also a policy that gave staff the ability to work from home on optional teacher work days, and a policy that gave staff at every work site the ability to meet with union leadership or staff at their work site. Ultimately, the 2 sides, the team together, reached no resolution. And really, except for right to representation, the admin side wanted to talk to legal counsel before talking more about inclement weather and work from home.
Gotcha. I mean, after only 2 meetings, I don't think that's a bad place to be in, right? Or 2 or a couple of weeks of meetings. That's not terrible. I don't think. Adam, before we hear some more from Tim, can you remind people what meet and confer means in the school context?
Yeah, it's basically where in Alabama, it's called the majority professional organization. So the professional organization, quote unquote, or union that represents the majority of employees of the public school system, they have meet and confer rights with the school board and superintendent. So in Alabama, the superintendent is who proposes the policy, the board is who adopts it. And before any new board policy is voted on, the superintendent is supposed to meet and confer with the local organization or association. Doesn't mean he has to take their advice, but it is kind of a form of recognition, and it gets you a seat at the table, which it sounds like is what is happening in Asheville and Durham, and that's really exciting.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
It's not surprising the school district wants to talk to legal. I know in my experience, I had a couple of superintendents, one in particular, who, I'm not sure she would go to the bathroom without talking to the school board attorney. She couldn't hardly make any decision, even the most, minor grievance that I would take before her. She felt the need to get the school board lawyer to review it and blah-de-blah. So that's not surprising to me that would be an instinct they would have. But I would say just keep pushing. And those, all 3 sound like really interesting issues to tackle, because I know as a former educator and as a spouse of an educator currently, all 3 of those are very relevant. There's a lot of inclement weather nonsense that education employees deal with, and so that's a worthy issue to tackle. But yeah, that's all I'll say, and I'll turn it back.
Yeah, Tim. So how are folks feeling after those first few sessions and being told that administration has to talk to legal counsel? How are the workers feeling about how things stand right now?
Yeah, I think I confused a little bit. There's one that happened in Asheville, and then one that happened out in Durham. Okay. 2 different locals. 2 different meetings. But yes, Asheville's only had one. Durham's only had one. I can only speak for Asheville, though I do encourage people to watch the live stream of Durham. So yeah, people out in Asheville are really excited. I remember leaving the meeting and somebody said that they were like, that's the best public meeting that has ever happened. Most school board meetings are really boring, but I brought work to do and I did none of it because it was really life-changing and things that matter to people. So yeah, people, are a little bit frustrated at admin for kind of what admin said, or for what Adam said, going to the bathroom with legal counsel, so on and so forth. But yeah, I think people still are like, our hopes are up. We're excited to move forward, though we are feeling that it's getting colder and these things matter to us, but we're feeling in a really powerful position right now.
Well, Tim, I really appreciate the call, and thanks for keeping us updated. That sounds like exciting progress.
Of course.
Yeah, really appreciate that, and that's exciting to hear. It's so exciting to hear all this great news coming from North Carolina. There's just been a lot of activity there. North Carolina, for those of you who don't know, actually has a lower union density than Alabama. It's, I believe, 49th. I think only South Carolina has a lower union membership rate, or, at least the last I checked. But there's so much exciting work happening over there, which I think shows there's a lot of potential. And I guess when you're towards the bottom, you can only really go up, and I really think things are going to go up.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.